under the armpit can help deflect that escape a little bit, right? And that way I'm able to come right up under the shoulder here. Now, this hand's gonna come over the top. I can get my thumb into the lapel, or very often, I'm just grabbing the shoulder. And I'll grab both shoulders for this. I'll do this quite often with no-gi as well. I used to think that this wasn't something that applied so well to no-gi, but if you get this tight and you have good body control, it works out well. One of the big things is I'm using the fact that Steve is turning towards me. As soon as my arm came out here, or I used to feel unstable with taking my arm out of this, but I'm doing that to set this up. Steve feels the space and he takes it. He turns over, so now I can grip, or since I have the collar, I'm gonna grab this, okay? My elbow sinks under the chin, I'm pulling on the shoulder over here, my hips go back. Oh, thumb in, if this was no-gi, I could even grab around here and push forward, right? So since I have the lapel, I'm gonna grab it, my elbow sinks under the chin, and from here, I don't just push into Steve, all right? I give him a little push so that I can get this choke and sink my elbow, but then my hips drop. In fact, as my hips drop, even if Steve keeps coming towards me, I can still hit this choke. Reach and I shoot under here. Sometimes I even like to lift up here a bit, but as I come over to this side, he starts protecting. Both arms are coming up. He's not gonna let me get this choke. I remove my lapel grip, swim over, weave, and I work to get some grip into his lapel on this side. Now, from this position here, I continue to give Steve some space so he feels he can roll up onto his knees. Very important, right here, where I have a grip on his lapel, I'm holding him down, keeping this shoulder. Steve is down. I can continue to flow right through by shooting this arm deep. I get my elbow, almost my armpit over Steve's head, and I've got to get my hip up over Steve's shoulder. To do this, all I have to do is sit my leg through, and the choke already starts to apply. Now, if I get to this point though, when I gave him space and I get my grip, if his shoulders come up, then it's a bit risky for me not to control this arm and to simply reach over. Then he might get my arm. Doesn't mean I can't dive into this, but he has things that he could transition into, all right? So if this shoulder does come up, I'm gonna go right into my classic clock choke where I'm gonna come through, get control of this forearm, make sure I have a good grip, okay? And now I'm gonna focus a little bit more on getting my hip up onto this opposite shoulder, the shoulder towards me, and then sitting through to apply this clock choke in a more classic manner.